Hello, hello, hello. We are a couple of minutes off schedule here. Still enjoying this New Year's Day. I hope you guys can see me pretty good here. And I want to thank you for chiming in here, for joining me tonight on this New Year's Day. I know that some of you are probably still getting up and um, maybe over a hangover. Maybe some people went to church. Not really sure. But whatever you did, I hope you had a great, great time and brought the new year in with a lot of joy, with a lot of fun with your family, all that good stuff. Okay. So I really, really hope you did that. And we are excited to have you here on the Sip and Chat with Siri podcast. I'm going to be right back. Okay. Just take a quick intermission break here and I'll be right back with you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you all are going to pop in and say hi and talk about your New Year's resolutions and your goals and all that good stuff. All right. So again, this is our vision. Our theme for tonight is Vision Goals 2026 Energy. So we are also going to reflect a little bit about Kwanzaa. I've been posting on my social media platforms all week the different meanings of Kwanzaa and having, uh, reminding all of us in the diaspora culture, the African culture, about Kwanzaa, which comes up right after Christmas. So I hope everyone's been enjoying that. That's on my social media. But come on in. Come on into the Sip and Chat with Siri. Tell me what you're sipping on, okay? I am sipping on one of my favorite drinks tonight, only for adults, okay? A little bit of wine. I like Pinot Grigio, so I think it kind of came from my corporate days when I was, working at quite a few nice corporations. We would have those events, and I don't know, kind of took like Pinot Grigio. So it's pretty good. Uh, it's not, some people feel like it's not the top of the line, but it's okay. Okay. So I'm kind of sipping on that, bringing in the new year with some wine, not getting drunk, but definitely sipping on some wine. So come on in and let me know what you're sipping on too. Okay. While we get this podcast started. All right. All right. So normally I would have some music. I'm not sure if I should bring some music in or not, but I wanted to say Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So I want to welcome you to the Sip and Chat with Siri as we step into 2026 together. Okay. And again, I hope you guys had a great night. I hope you really, really enjoyed yourself and really spent some time with your family and, those that you didn't see or whatever. I hope you gave them a call, sent them a text, and just let them know that you love them, and welcome them into a new year. You know, God didn't have to let us see this, right? But He did let us see another year. So you have a whole another year to get everything right, to go after your dreams, to follow your dreams, to love more, laugh more, and just do the things that you haven't been able to do. Okay. So you have that opportunity to do that. So we want to, um, welcome you once again, okay, across all the platforms. So this is being viewed on 8 of my platforms because I run 3 chambers. So it's on those chambered platforms as well as our YouTube. And I believe, let's see, LinkedIn as well. So it's on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. So about 8 platforms, I would say, that we're being viewed on. And we're blessed to have quite a few followers. I've got about approximately 120,000 followers that follow my pages across social media. So you guys come on in and say hello. We want to kind of talk about what this pop in is all about. Okay. It's basically for you to come in, say hi, answer a few questions, but talk to us about your vision. Have you created a vision board? Are you going to create a vision board? Do you have a vision for this year? What is your dream? What are you trying to accomplish? Okay. So we want to give you that opportunity to do to share with us. All right. So if you are a chamber member, we invite you to come on in. Come on in, guys, and you know, and be part of this. Okay. So pop in, give a shout out to your business, give a shout out to whoever else you want to give a shout out to, and just really talk to us about what you're doing. So before we dive in to goals and vision for 2026, I want to take a moment to honor something powerful that we've been reflecting on once again, as I stated, the 7 days of Kwanzaa. So a lot of people don't really understand about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa reminds us that we don't just enter a new year, we carry values with us. For instance, okay, so I don't want to go too deep, but I do want to use some sentences to describe each day of Kwanzaa. So, Yamoja means unity, staying connected to family, community, and purpose. Ask yourself this year, okay, have you been connected? And you don't have to be of the African culture to celebrate Kwanzaa, okay? This is for every culture. You do not have to be just of the African descent, okay? Because we are all God's children, okay? You wonder why some are light, some are dark, because God likes variety, right? Why some have, you know, brown eyes, blue eyes. He loves a variety, but we're all His children. We're all His creation, okay? And we're all human beings of human beings, okay? And it's not of the human race. We'll get into the whole race thing later on in another sip and chat with Siri. I'll talk to you guys about where that whole race name came from. But we're human beings. We are made in the image and likeness of God, right? So it doesn't matter that your skin is lighter than mine or her skin is darker than mine or whatever. We are all God's creation. So these principles apply to you as well, and your family, in your community. So I want you to see, to understand. So again, Yamoja, unity, staying connected to family. And again, pop on in. If you've got that link, pop on in. We'll love to put you on camera so you can give a shout out. Okay, talk about your business, talk about what you're doing, your vision, your goals, and how you enjoyed New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day. What do you have planned here? So, okay, so I'm going to be giving you guys time to come on in while I talk a little bit about Kwanzaa. Okay, so again, staying connected to family, community, and purpose. So ask yourself, Have I been staying connected, or have I disconnected myself from my family? Maybe someone, you got an attitude with someone, and someone got an attitude with you. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it really worth staying disconnected from your family or from someone in your family? Tomorrow's not promised to any of us, right? So why not just let it go? If someone hurt you, if someone did something, if maybe someone disrespected you or did something that you didn't like, forgive them. Let it go. It's 2026, baby. Don't bring it into the new year with you. Let it go. All right? Let it go. So stay connected with your family, your community. Maybe there's activities that you can do in your community that you can help out. If you're in Chicago on the west side, like in West Garfield Park, we can use you to help out with pro- providing or seeing how we're going to provide some relief for those homeowners that received 133% plus increase in their taxes. Okay. So it's a lot of things going on in your community that could use your help. Volunteer, help out in your community, you know? So stay connected to that and stay connected to your purpose. If you don't know what your purpose is, pray about it. Ask God, why am I here? What's my purpose? Right? What is my purpose? So we want to, talk about that. Okay. Then I'm going to give you guys day 2 with self determination. I cannot say that word, so I'm not going to try. Okay. So day 2 of Kwanzaa was self determination, defining ourselves and our future in our own terms. Defining ourselves and our future in our own terms. Okay. Self determination. Are you a self determined person? Are you defining your future, how you want it to be? Because, see, life is only going to give you what you tell it. Don't sit back and just let life dish out to you. You need to tell life what you're going to give me and go after it and get it. Be self-determined to be successful in your life and fulfill your purpose. Day 3, we celebrated collective work and responsibility. That means building together and supporting one another. Are you doing that? Are you building? Are you supporting others? Are you building together? Come on, ask yourself that question. Or are you just, I know it's okay to be self determined, like I just said, but not selfish. Okay. So I see you, Antoinette. We're gonna get you in on. So that's day 3, Ujima, the collective work and responsibility, building together and supporting one another. Please support someone else outside of yourself. Okay. Build with someone. Maybe you can collaborate with another business owner and build something bigger than what you already have. Collaboration is good. Why do you see companies merging and doing all these different things together? Right. So, okay. So we want you to collaborate. Think about that. Think about that. And so now you have on day 4, Ujama, Ujama Cooperative Economics, supporting Black owned and community based businesses. Now, I'm so grateful that my chambers received awards for doing this, doing just that. We received that from the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus Foundation. We received an award for each chamber. Why? Because we support Black owned businesses and community based businesses. That's what we do. We've been doing this for 8 years now. But I've been working with entrepreneurs for almost 30 years. I've been working with entrepreneurs. Okay. So you want to do that. You want to help your other fellow colleagues and businesses in your community. All right. Number 5, day 5, day 5. Day 5 is purpose, living intentionally and serving something greater than ourselves. Serving something greater than ourselves, not being selfish. That is Nia. It's called purpose. living intentionally and serving something greater than ourselves. That is day 5 of the Kwanzaa celebration. Day 6, Kumba, creativity, using our gifts to leave our communities better. Using your gifts to leave your community better. Kumba, creativity. Day 6. Are you doing that? Ask yourself, are you doing that? Amani is day 7, and that's the day that we're in now, right? We're in day 7, which is faith. Faith, believing in ourselves, our people, and our future. That's faith. Okay? So those are the 7 principles in Kwanzaa, the 7 principles in Kwanzaa. And if you missed it, go on any of my Facebook pages, LinkedIn, so on. You can see all the postings of the different day images that I put up there. Okay. And just ask yourself, am I actually practicing these things? All right. Am I doing what I should be doing as a human being, as a supporter of my community, supporter of, of the Black businesses or any other business? What am I doing? Or am I just being selfish? If you have been selfish, make a change this year. Help other people, help others grow, and watch and see how God helps you grow. Right? So I'm going to bring in um, my guest. I did have a guest here. I guess she left out, Antoinette. So I'm definitely come on back in. You guys come in, pop in, say hi. Okay. We're going to have you come in. We welcome you once again. Thank you for popping in, telling us your name, where you're joining us from. Even put it in the chat. If you're watching, tell us where you're watching from. Okay. Tell us where you're watching from. So hopefully our guest will pop back in here and we can get her back on. We can get her on the line. So this is your opportunity. This is a great opportunity to be on the Sip and Chat with Siri and let our network hear about your business, hear about what you're doing. Share with us what it is that you are hoping to accomplish this year, because you might be able to bless somebody. Okay. So come on in. All right. We're going to take a pause here, until I, you know, see more of you all on coming in and sharing. I want you all. We may play some music. We'll see. So we'll be right back. Okay. Okay, we're gonna put a little Chicago stepping music on here for you all.
It's your boy G Money on the one. Saturday Night Live. You already know how we get it here. Chicago Steppers.
One of our DJs here in Chicago. You guys come on in. Share with us what you're setting up for the new year. We look forward to hearing it. What does success look like for you?
This is my release therapy. My heaven on earth right here for me. I ain't got nothing planned, and I ain't got nowhere to be. I think I'll throw something on some real. You already know it's your boy G Money on the ones and twos. Happy New Year's here, everybody. This New Year mix I'm playing for y'all. You already know I do a dungeon style, baby, old school style. You know how I get down. 079 for life, your boy DJ G Money on the ones and twos.
DJ G Money doing it for New Year's for you all.
Let's go, steppers. Let's go.
Come on in. Share with us on the Sip and Chat with Siri. Give a quick shout out on what you do, who you do. Do you serve? What business? Come on in. Join me on camera.
This is how it's meant to be. Gucci, baby. And that's the way I like it. Ooh, that's the way I like it. Yeah. But wherever the flow is going,
don't be afraid to come on camera. Just come on camera. Tell us about your business. I mean, it's a lot of business owners out there. I'm surprised you guys aren't taking this time to shout out your business. This is what I meant. What was that Kwanzaa verse? We talked about collective work and responsibility. Day 3, Yajima, building together and supporting one another. When you're supporting my podcast, other individuals' podcasts, people, especially people of color, come on, you're supporting. So we're supporting you, getting you out there with our network. We're seeing 8 platforms. We have 8 platforms here so far that you are being seen on. So come on in, share your business. Talk to us today while we listen to some good Chicago stepping music for the new year. And tell me what you're sipping on, okay? Tell me what you're sipping on.
One thing about me, I just don't.
These turtlenecks just do never cooperate. They never cooperate. I don't know what it is about the turtleneck. Just don't cooperate. Anyway, so that's what we're sipping on. I'm sipping tonight, y'all. What y'all do? I hope you all not sitting up worrying about anything. You don't get anywhere by worrying. You got to give it over to Jesus. I learned that. Come on and join us. Come on in. Welcome you in. Get my glasses back on in a minute. Don't make promises I can't keep. I just don't I realize you'll never be. No, it's just me. Come on in, y'all. I think I got a chat message. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Hi, Antoinette. I hope you come on back in.
You can't do it on a regular. You gotta be careful how you use the words I love you. If you can't make a promise, woo, that you really do.
Hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. All right, she says she's sipping. Okay, sipping on some sparkling water, lemon and pineapple. I like that. I like that. All right, business owners, come on in. This podcast is just going to get better and better and better. I'm just starting out, so getting the hang of everything, but this is something that I feel was put in my spirit to do to really help the businesses, those professionals and businesses that are not just part of our chamber, but part of our network, to really get out here and really share what they do, share some good things about their company. And, in that conversation, in those interviews, it might be able to bless someone, because there's some people that really don't know what they want to do with their life. But hopefully through some of the interviews that we will be having every week, people will get some answers. So that's what we're hoping. Okay. So I hope you all enjoy this New Year's music. Give you a little bit more time to come on here. Hope you enjoy what I brought to you about celebrating Kwanzaa. Definitely comment. Put your comments in the chat. Tell us where you're watching us from, what you're doing, what you're sipping on. I want you guys to definitely also remember that we have She's a Jewel. See if I can put this up here. Okay, that's one. I think I have a image for that. Girl, it is you. My heart belongs to you. All of my life I've been just loving you. Baby, can I take you home? Can I take you home, baby? Until the second sun comes. Can I take you home? Can I take you home? Can I take you home? Only just to the soul. Can I take you home? Can I take you home? Baby, can I take you home? Until the second sun comes. Can I take you home? Hope you all enjoying the music. Pop in on the Sip In Chat with Siri tonight. Happy New Year's, everybody. And if you're a winemaker and you want to feature your wine on the Sip and Chat with Siri show, definitely reach out to me. You can just Google my name, Siri Hibbler. You can find my email, Gmail, something online. But reach out to us, okay? Even at ilbcoc.org. I'll put that up here. But reach out to us if you want us to showcase your brand of wine, what you're, if it's in the store and where people can purchase it, okay, we'll be happy to see, do a little taste testing, right? and see what we think about it. So I'm going to put our, I think our website here. Let me see. Yeah, ilbcoc.org. Okay. All right. I know it's New Year's Day, but you should be relaxing. Come on and share about your business. Tell us if you're making a vision board. Tell us if you have a vision, So you need to have a vision. The Bible talks about write the vision, make it plain, so that he that reads it will run. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will come about in this season, right? So if you don't have a business plan or don't have a vision, what are you doing? If you're an entrepreneur, and even just for your life, if you're just a professional, you should have some type of goal, a vision for your life. Are you just living? I hope not. Okay. More to life than just getting up and doing the same thing over and over again. All right. So I hope you got a vision. Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want to go to Italy. I don't know. But have something that you want to do, right? Maybe you want to build a career. And if you are, speaking of career, if you are in the process of building a career or starting over, okay, in a career, because you can start over. It's never too old, you're never too old to start over, okay? So if you want to build a career, make sure you're doing something that you enjoy, something that's going to put a smile on your face. You're going to get up in the morning and love going to do what you do, and so just make sure it's something that you enjoy, all right? That's all. But you should have a vision. You should have a goal. You should have a plan. You should have a dream. You shouldn't walk through life without a vision. So share it with us. Talk to us about what you're planning to do this year with your life. If you're not afraid to get on camera, that is. So we understand people are shy. You can put in the chat too. You can chat with us. That's why it's called Sip and Chat with Siri, okay? I love you guys. I don't know who's watching me or who will see this after it's posted everywhere. I don't know. But just want you to know, you may not know me personally, but I love you anyway. I don't have to know you to love you. Just knowing that you're created from God is enough for me. So I really do hope that you're planning on having a great year, extraordinary year. And remember, you can't do it by yourself. You need to join a network, join an organization, so you won't be alone. If you're in the world of entrepreneurship, it can be a little lonely. Join your chamber. Join an organization that can provide you with that support. And every organization may not provide you with that, so you got to pick and choose, okay? So, see, I tend to spoil my chamber members, They can call me 6 o'clock in the morning. Don't matter. 5:30. It doesn't matter. They can call me because I'm like, wait a minute. That's one of my members, So I don't care if we grow to 800 members, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to try to love on everybody and treat everyone like family. So I really, really want to see your business grow. I want to see that smile on your face when you see that $1 million in your bank account. I want to see a smile on your face when you see your first 100,000 in your bank account if you haven't seen it. So that's what we're about at the chambers that I operate. We want to see you scale. We want to see you grow. It's important to us. It really is. So make sure you're not trying to take this entrepreneur journey by yourself. that you do, you are part of an organization. You do have a support network, because it could be a lonely walk. All right. And you need that support. You need someone to encourage you, to motivate you, to help motivate you, because you have to be self-motivated. But just to give you that little push and that little words of encouragement. And when you go through a challenge, somebody don't pay you on time or something. So you want to make sure that you have a network with you, even if it's just one or two people. It doesn't have to be a big group, but it's better if you're in a big organization because you get to network with people, and you never know who within that organization, like a chamber, you meet will be that next contract for you. Because you can have a business, but you need a business making revenue. Okay? You need to have revenue coming into your business. Otherwise, you just have a business in name only. But you need to bring revenue into your business. How do you do that? Well, I know our chamber can do that. But you certainly want to join an organization wherever you are. Could be in another country. I don't know. But be part of something great, and support them. Let them support you. Okay? Don't walk this entrepreneur journey alone. Don't do it. I'll tell you guys about my story of entrepreneurship. I started my first company in 1998 out of my dining room with no computer, no money. But God grew it to 6 figures in less than 6 months. I'll give you guys that story one day. Those that come to my entrepreneur training classes, seminars, they kind of get it a little bit. I hope you're enjoying the music. It's New Year music. One of our great DJs here in Chicago got this on for the steppers. If you don't step, just enjoy the sounds anyway. Okay? So we're just waiting for people to join us here, to come in and tell us what they're doing for this new year, what vision they have. Okay? We want to make sure, we want to tell you a little bit, I'm going to give some plugs out here. I wrote my first book, the first book in a series of 5. She's a Jewel. A lot of men especially, they don't realize, they don't know how he looks at women, right? So you want to, this book is going to open up your eyes as a man, but also help the woman to even know her worth. Because a lot of women are walking around and don't know their worth. Not to God. I'll share more with you about the book, but we're first going to add on our first pop-in guest here. All right, who do we have here? Who do we have? Are you on camera? Or are you not going to come on camera? Can you hear me? Wait a minute. Okay.
It's
All right.
hello.
Are you mute, girl? All right.
How
There
you guys
you go.
doing today?
I'm so glad you're taking advantage of these pop-in sipping chats with me, because I don't know what's wrong with these entrepreneurs. I'm like, this is a great time to really plug your business.
Yeah, I don't know. They need to pop in. I'm not feeling good today. I said, well, I'm gonna pop in for a little bit though.
Are you there? Okay.
I'm here. Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah, you going in and out, so I can hear you. Then you'll go out. Then you'll come back in.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah. I popped in for a little bit. I'm not feeling good. I got a cold in my head, nose stopped up.
Oh, you could just wait.
Yeah.
No. How was your New Year?
It was pretty good. I was home relaxing in the bed.
Awesome. Okay, you're relaxing. Well, a lot of people are taking this time to do just that.
Yeah, relaxing. Some of my
Yeah.
friends went out. I ain't do none of that. I stayed in.
Okay, okay. I know I was feeling kind of guilty. You know how you feel guilty when you just laying around doing nothing. I was like, I feel like I should be doing something because
You
you're
used to
so used
doing
to
something. That's
jumping up
why.
and always
Right.
doing something, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel, oh boy, what should I be doing? And I'm just lying there in my bed, hugging on a pillow,
But see, you
you know.
always busy though. You stay busy. So you are when you ain't doing nothing, you be like, well, I need to be doing something because you always doing something.
Yeah, see, and I went out today and I should have stayed my butt at home. So all I did was spend some money. That didn't make no sense. I was like, I was like,
Hmm.
why do you stay home?
Hmm.
If you would have stayed home, you would have spent
You
any money.
wanna then you home, I should just stay home. I'm gonna have to be saying why I do it.
Right, right. Because
Yeah.
soon as we walk out that door, what's going to happen? We are going to spend
Spend
some
some money.
money.
Don't spend some money. Surely
We're gonna spend some money. So,
is.
but I just kicked myself. So I was like, well, let me come back, and I laid back down, laid down with my dog. She jumped in the bed with me. So she took a
Mhm.
nap.
You
I
took a
did.
nap too. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yeah. But let me know if you having problems hearing me because I need to
No,
make
I
sure.
can hear you now, but at first
Am
I
I
you
good?
was you
Okay.
you ain't pausing no more, so I can hear you now.
Okay, good. I don't know. This technology, it works sometimes it doesn't. But I do appreciate you coming in,
Oh yeah.
popping in with us. And so you just relaxed on New Year's Eve and New Year's
Mhm.
Day. That's
Yes,
good.
relaxing. I have took my
Good.
butt outside. What was that last Saturday? And didn't have no coat on or nothing. That's I'm gonna pay for this.
Oh wow. You didn't have a coat on?
Didn't have a coat on,
Wait
and
a
I
minute
was
now.
outside at least about 15, 20 minutes without a coat on.
Oh my goodness. Now you know how cold it's been in Chicago. I woke up this
Yes,
morning and saw that it was 11 degrees.
yes, it was cold.
I'm like, what is going on around here? Oh my goodness. That was a lot. I was
Yes,
like,
it was
wow,
cold.
11 degrees. Yeah. So, and then, it's a lot of black ice out there too
Yeah, my daughter
on the
was telling me
sidewalk.
that they went outside. It was real slippery out yesterday.
Very slippery. If people are not, really putting down the right kind of salt or whatever on the sidewalks or
Uh,
breaking it up, yeah, but it's kind of hard. You can't really break up that black ice because it's like
you really
in
can't because it's
concrete.
hard. It ain't like the regular ice.
Right. It's into the concrete shining,
Right. Hmm.
crazy. You got to really be careful with it. So I
Yeah.
talked a little bit about, the seven principles of Kwanzaa.
Uh-huh.
And so which Kwanzaa principle speaks to you most as you enter 2026?
I came in on the end, so I didn't really hear what you were
You
saying.
hear all of them? Okay,
No.
I'm gonna say them really quickly to you
Okay.
again. Okay. So the seven principles of Kwanzaa. So you've got Yamoja for unity,
Hmm.
staying connected to family. Day one, community and purpose. And then you have day two, self determination, defining ourselves and our future on our own terms.
Hmm.
Day three, Ujima, collective works and responsibility, which means building together and supporting one another.
Yes.
Ujama, cooperative economics, supporting Black owned and community based businesses. Nia, purpose, living intentionally and serving something greater than ourselves. That's day five. Day six is Kumba, creativity, using our gifts to leave our communities better.
Hmm.
And day seven is Amani, which is today, faith, believing in ourselves, our people, and our future.
I think one, two, three, four, five, and no, one, two, three, four, six, and seven. I could communicate. I'm in all of them.
Okay, so unity, self determination, collective work and responsibility,
Yes.
um, cooperative economics,
Yes.
creativity, and faith.
Right.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love it. I love it. So
Mhm.
that is great. So, it's something how, I mean, I actually had people, reaching out and thanking me for posting those 7 day principles,
Mhm.
each day. And it was like, Siri, thank you because you're kind of reminding me because we
Yeah.
get so busy, we just kind of forget that this is
Mhm.
something we're supposed to be thinking about as a people, right? And to help in our community, and not just, and like I said, it's not just for the African, African American community, but it's for other cultures.
Everyone, every culture, right?
Everyone should think about this.
That's
You know,
what I. That's what I
yeah,
said at the time. People think that when you have a business, you just looking not just for your kind. Now it doesn't go like this. It's for everyone. We all might be different colors, but we all bleed the same.
we all bleed the same, and we all have some of the same problems. So some people problems
Exactly.
are bigger than
And
others,
others,
depending
exactly.
on how much money you have, right?
There you go. There you go. There
So
you
depending
go.
on how much money you have. So, people with a lot of money just got a different problem, but they still got some problems, right? It's
Yeah.
just a
I
different kind of problem.
I had a friend. She's Caucasian. She was like, "Well, do you?" I said, "No, we help everyone. We just don't help just because it's our kind. We go out and help everyone. We feed the homeless. We do things for kids ages around from 13 to 25. We It's a lot of things that we do. We look out for people that we try to help them get a job. It's a lot of
Hmm.
things that our organization does. We just don't do it for our kind. We do it for every kind, all kinds. We don't discriminate with this business. God said help all. He don't pick and choose who we help.
That's right. That's right. We do not pick and choose who we help. We love everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
So, and that's how, I am. Whoever comes to me for advising, I've had people, Asian and Mexican and,
Hmm.
Puerto Rican, everybody come to me, click on our advising on our page, and we give them the same advice we would give to a black owned business owner, you
There
know,
you go. There
and
you
it's
go.
like, but we focus, on their target market, whoever
Hmm.
that target market is, giving them that advice. So
Right.
it doesn't matter, we want to see you succeed. So,
Hmm.
and that's what matters. Just because you say black, chamber or Hispanic chamber or whatever, doesn't mean that they don't work with all the other cultures. It doesn't mean
Right.
that, it just means that there's a focus on that because there is nobody focusing on it,
On
you
that's
know,
right. They
to
gotta know. They
help.
gotta know the difference.
Right. And
You
it's
gotta.
like, and sometimes, they need professionals, they need experts, leaders, and trainers, and people that understand the culture, that understand, just what they're dealing with on an everyday basis. And some people, people can say they understand, but you really don't understand. You don't understand how black people feel every single day because you're not black. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's like, and I'm not gonna try to act like I know how white people feel every day. I'm not white. Okay. So, but I know as a person, as a human being,
Exactly.
how a person, may feel,
Hmm.
but I don't know what you've had to deal with, in
Hmm.
your culture.
In
And
your culture, that's right.
so, so that's why, even though we can empathize, we can support, but I can never tell you I know exactly how you feel, right? So, and
Exactly.
that's like being homeless as well. People say, tell a homeless person, "Oh, I understand how you feel." How do you understand it?
And you never been in that situation.
You've never been homeless, so
Exactly.
you don't know how they feel, right?
Exactly.
So, you could say, you definitely you understand and you
That's
empathize, yes, but
all. Me and my
that's all
sister,
you can do.
we was having a conversation about that. People will be like, when an individual pass away, and they'll say, "Oh, I understand how you feel," and not to be disrespectful, and I'd be looking like, "No, no, you don't understand because you never been in that situation." And I
Right.
always tell people, sometimes when you got a individual that passed away and you never been in that situation, all thing you could do is pray for them. You know, that's all you could do is pray for them. That's just like with the business. When people would say, like, about our business, I said, you got to put in the work to make the business go. If you don't put in the work ain't gonna get nowhere.
It's not gonna get, if you do not get your butt up out of that bed, I tell people, listen, you're gonna work 10, 20, 30, 50 times harder for
Mhm.
yourself. You have to, because nobody's forcing you to get up.
Nobody.
You can lay there,
No.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to get yourself up. You
Yep.
got to get dressed. When I started my first company in 98, I got up. I read my scriptures. I prayed. I spent time with God. And
Hmm.
then I drank my coffee, got in the shower, and got myself dressed like I was going to an office. You hear me? And I
Hmm.
had I'm fully dressed by the time my family woke up. and I'm in my dining room at my table,
Mhm.
my desk. I'm sorry, not table, my desk,
Mhm.
and ready to get some work done.
Yeah.
And I did that every single day, every
Mhm.
not knowing where the money was going to come from. But nobody woke me up. God woke me up.
Yeah.
And I got my butt in the bed at a decent time so that I could be wide awake and
Yeah.
spend that time with the Father before
Yeah.
I start my
You know,
day. Because yeah,
and people, they'll say like, well, I can remember when my husband and my brother-in-law and I, when we first started the business, and I was telling people, I said, no, we use our own money to start this business first. I said sometimes, well, you didn't get grants, you ain't got to say no. Sometimes you got to do it on your own before you get to reach that. No, not saying it's not gonna come in, it's not gonna happen
hmm
without the grants and all. I said, but sometimes you have to use your own money to build. You got to use your money in order to get out there. You got to do what's best for you. And people feel, well, I ain't for the you. I said, well, you don't want to start then,
right.
because everything ain't gonna happen just like that.
It's not going to happen like that, and you're dreaming if you think it is. Unless someone left you a
Like,
nest egg,
mm-hmm.
unless you was born, into wealth like Prisker.
Exactly. I said
you
no.
know,
I said no. We
then you have it set there for you, and you don't have to work as hard. But if that's not the case, then yes, you're gonna have to use what you have in your hand to get
exactly
what you want,
to
and
get.
more importantly, you got to know how to walk by faith,
That's it. That's all. That's
totally
what I
by
tell them.
faith,
That's why you got to put your trust and faith in God, and know that
all of
God's
it.
gonna stand by you and do as He said He's gonna do. I said things just don't happen overnight. It might not happen right now when you expect it to happen. I said, but it's gonna happen. Just
Yes.
keep trusting in God and keep on doing what you got to do. And I have to tell myself that sometimes. I could tell
Excuse me.
every individual to do this and do that, but am I doing the same thing?
Hmm.
You have to ask yourself the same thing. You want to pray for this person, you want this and this to happen, but sometimes you got to sit back and say, Tony, are you doing the same thing that you telling these people to do?
Right.
You got to. I tell you, I say, you just got to put your trust and faith in God and know that God gonna do what He say He gonna do.
I wish I could take a poll and actually get the truth from people. How many folks open up their eyes and spend time with the Father before they start their day, or
Hmm.
even just say thank you for opening my eyes, Father.
That's it. That's
I
it.
remember I remember this man telling me it was many years ago. I lived in California, and he said to me
Okay.
he made a lot of money, and he said the first thing he think about when he wake up is who is he going to get some money from today?
Oh Lord.
Because he was in sales, and that was his first thought. And I
Uh
said,
huh.
that's sad. That's like your first thought. So your thought is not about, Lord, thank you for opening my eyes. But some people don't believe in God. They
Yeah.
have,
Hmm.
other beliefs. But yes, how many people actually wake up and say, thank you, Lord, for opening my eyes, and then spend some time with the Father. And I didn't know how wow, your day just goes so much better when you do that. When you really take out time to spend time with the Father, and
Hmm.
thank him, and give him praise and honor for all that he does for you every day,
Every
your
day.
whole thing changes. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? It's like your whole day just seems to go a lot better. And even if
Yes.
it does, even if you do get a challenge, you can overcome that challenge,
You can overcome
right?
it. It be
You can
times.
overcome.
It be times I be sick because I have real bad migraines. I'm saying I have bad migraines, and sometimes when I have the migraines, it just shuts my body down. It's like it's a different whole feeling than a headache. And I be like, I said, well, Lord, I know I'm going through this, I'm going through that, and God has said, get up, you're gonna be okay. Get up and start your day. And when I get to start my day and moving around, I don't even them headaches be so gone so fast. I didn't forget I had one.
That's good. That's
But
good. That's what I'm
that's how
saying.
God works. God works like
Yes.
that. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
you got
That's
to
right.
you got to
That's
put the
right.
faith. My mother tell me all the time, stop worrying. Put your faith in God. Where in the Bible said God wants you to worry?
And we're in the Bible where did it say when the Lord says, "What are you going to add to your life?"
That's
By
right.
you worrying,
Why you worry?
because you have to believe that you're healed. You
Mm-hmm.
have to believe that you're healed, and you will that healing will manifest in its time. And if it
Mm-hmm.
does, and just so happen, if it doesn't manifest, doesn't mean that you didn't have faith and believed for it. It just means that God's got some other plans.
Other
And
plans for you.
you
That's all I say.
you got other
Just got the
plans, and
other plans for you.
he's
That's it.
creating a bigger testimony,
That's right.
and
That's
so
right.
on, because
Mhm.
sometimes people, they have been believing, and just, it doesn't happen. And you
Mhm.
won't know the answer as to why it didn't happen until you meet God,
That's
you
it.
know and he lets you know. But in the meantime, at least, hey, you made yourself feel better because you trust in God, and you believe it, and you stand on faith, and you speak of the word, you know
That's
every day
right.
over your life. But I've seen miracles happen,
Oh
miracles.
yeah.
And we'll
I
have a
tell
show.
people,
We're going to have a show about miracles. Definitely. We're
yeah,
going to talk about it.
I
Yes.
tell people you just can't pray to God for the good. You gotta pray for the bad too. You just
Oh,
can't,
yes.
oh God, think I said you praying all but then when something bad happened, I said, no, I said when things happen good or bad, God, I thank you for the both.
Both of them.
Thank you
Both
for the
of them.
good and the bad, because I know it's gonna be
Right.
better days is coming.
Better
You gotta
days
pray
is
for good and
coming.
bad, baby.
Yes,
Mm-mm.
yes, yes. So, what's one of your goals that you're setting for the new year? This is 2026. Come on, we made it.
What?
Woo!
Yes, one of my goals that I would just write down the things that that I want to do better in. One of my goals that I know that I'm do better in, and one of my goals is to what I want to do better in is more communicating,
Hmm.
more talking to people, more focusing on my goals that I should have been doing more than what I was doing last year.
Okay.
I mean, like far as I'm a talkable person, but I need to do more talking than just sitting back. I need to do I need, and what no my main thing is this. One of my main thing is getting closer with God. That's one
Okay.
of my main things. And I always say to myself, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that, that day." No, I'm gonna do it now. I'm not gonna wait until later to do it. Because as long as I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and it don't get done, then I'm the one looking crazy. But then God, like I told you to do it right then and there. If
Hmm.
do more talking, far as our business, speaking more about the business, try to put more work in, speaking with others and let them know about our business. Just talking to people, communicating more with people, getting closer with my family. It's a lot of things that I'm trying to accomplish within myself too as well, far as my health and the things that I have got going on. So God say when you put your mind to it, just do it.
That's right. And give us your business again. What's the
Driven
name of the
to
business?
driven to inspire.
Driven to Inspire. And this is a transportation business for youth.
Mm-hmm.
So, this organization is transporting youth safely
That's
to
right.
sporting events,
Mm-hmm.
to different appointments that they have.
Mm-hmm.
You want to make sure that your child is getting somewhere safely. You can contact this organization, see if you can connect with them. Driven to Inspire. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
is that driventoinspire.org?
Yes.
Okay, driventoinspire.org. So make sure that you contact them. I'm gonna see DR. The two is TO, right?
Yes. I'm gonna put it down.
Okay,
I
I
think I'm
think
talking to
I have
Penny.
it
I forgot.
there.
I was finna Penny, but I forgot to say YouTube.
Oh no, I think I have it. I just gotta
Okay.
post it up here. That's all. I'll post it. Okay. Mhm.
And one thing about it is like it's people out there that need jobs, that need looking for work, looking for homeless shelter or different things like that. They can always reach out to us and go to our website. It's numbers on there. You can reach out to Walter or Benny.
Okay.
Um, the numbers is up there.
Okay. Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. That's great. That's great. All right. So it looks like we have okay. All right, so we're going to share some of the chats as well. Let me give you another question. Now, I want you. So, what What does success look like for you in 2026? What can you, when this year is all done, when I want you to look back, and what do you want to look back and see at the end of this year for your organization and for your, if just for you in general?
You know what the goals that I mean, I'm trying to get a better understanding of what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, what is success going to look at like for you? So when you're setting goals, it's like, how do you know that you've accomplished that? You know, at the end of the year, we reflect
Oh,
on our accomplishments, on what we've done. Sometimes we do so much we don't even realize it, you know. And so when I look back, what was that goal I set at the top of the year?
okay,
And
okay.
did I accomplish that goal? Okay. Did I increase my revenue? Did I increase my clients?
Hmm.
Um, what will success look out like for me? So what will that look
My
like for you?
the success for our business, one of our success for our business, what we looking forward to do
Mm-hmm.
this year. We're looking forward to open up some facilities. We're looking forward to bring more people into our business,
Mm-hmm.
and we're looking forward to doing more things for the within the youth within the community, and
Well,
that's
what
one of
about that one thing? Because you're going to do a lot of stuff. So you got a lot of stuff that you want to get accomplished. You know,
the one thing. The one thing.
you about to give us your
Yeah, I'm
vision
about to
board.
give it all to you.
I
So
you ain't even got the vision board. I need you giving us the vision board. Okay, so I need that main thing.
that
It's,
one main thing
yeah.
but the success is to open up my facility. And once this year, at the end of this year, I can say, Lord, well, how you say that? My accomplish, am I saying that right?
That's success.
My
That's
success
success. Opening
is
up that
done.
facility
Thank you, Jesus.
this year in
Yes.
2026.
26. Yes.
We got it out of her. Yes. Okay. So that's it. And I
For
want
us to be going in front of our facility with our big
yeah.
knife, cutting that big old bow tie and saying, thank you, Jesus.
So when you wake up every day, when you create, you know, we're going to talk about creating vision boards in here in the chamber. So you guys will be doing that because you are a chamber member. So we will be creating those vision boards. I remember I created my first one when I started my first company in '98. I
Mm-hmm.
had it over on my desk, and I
Mm-hmm.
loved that I could point at it every day and just thank God for all the different things that I had up there that I wanted to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thankful. I'm so grateful that to say that I got all of that on that board, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I had put a house up there, and I could have had the house, but I did something different, you know. And I should have did something different. But anyway, you know, things came later on. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I did get that in, you know, in 1998 because I started with no computer, so I had a
Oh,
computer.
okay.
I had a
Wow.
computer. I would go to Kinko's. That's when Kinko's was affordable and cheap back
Oh,
then.
yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
us entrepreneurs, we would all be sitting there all day like that's our office, right? So so we went to Kinko's a lot. It was affordable. But but eventually, not eventually, but not too long after. So when I started my business in September 1998, by
Mm-hmm.
the before the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
I had my computer. It was a $1,500 computer, you know, and in less than 6 months, my company had six figures in the bank. So I
Look
started
at
with
God.
zero revenue, zero,
Mm-hmm.
no money, just using a little money that you know my husband at that time was giving me, you know, a little bit here and there, you know, it wasn't a lot, and just making it stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, making it stretch, and then connecting with organizations that could put me in front of buyers. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the good beauty about you know, connecting with the chamber and organizations, because they put me in front of buyers. I was able to get a contract with United Airlines, with BP Amoco
Mm.
back then. I also did the you know, with a radio station. Um, uh, uh, Taft Harris was a manager for a radio station. But anyway, I did their logos and I got all their promotional items for the gospel fest and all that type of stuff.
Mm.
So I got a lot of good business back then just by attending networking events and meeting people and attending their webinars and seminars and stuff like that. So networking is so very, very important.
Important. Right.
You can't beat it. And even coming on podcasts like this, we didn't have podcasts back then. So coming on something like this, which is free, and I'm giving you the opportunity to pop in and give your business a shout out and tell people, because this is going to be seen by a lot of people. Okay. And so, you're gonna, you're saying something about your business. So now people, get to say, oh, well, who is that? Right. You never know who can use your service. But, it's amazing how people don't even take advantage of an opportunity like this, to pop in and say, hey, I do this and I do that. And hey, Happy New Year, but, give me some free advertising for my business, right? We have to stop. We have to do better, especially as Black people. We have to do better. We have to take advantage of these opportunities and stop sitting back not trying to support somebody,
Right.
Oh, well, if I get on there, if I show my face, that means I'm going to be supporting Siri's podcast. I'm supporting your business. I don't need you to support my podcast because I'm pretty kind of solidified. I got a nice following. So
right.
I've been doing the work now for over 25 plus years. So yeah, so it's like, we're trying to help you to advertise your business out there, for you to get out there. That's why you should be trying to get on these podcasts and support and things like that. So, so you can advertise, what you're doing.
You're doing. That's right.
You can be working your business all day long, sweetheart. But if you don't have any marketing, if you don't have any advertising, if don't nobody know who you are, what are you doing? Sitting around waiting to get a grant?
Sitting around waiting.
I
guess they knocking on the door. Won't think somebody gonna knock on the door for.
And the grants are gonna go away. I don't know what make everybody think that people got a lot of revenue in their organizations because they got a grant.
Right.
It's like, I didn't think about getting a grant. I thought about getting contracts when I started my consulting company.
There you go.
A contract with United Airlines, a contract with BPM & Co., a contract with my clients. I didn't want to go get a grant. I didn't think about grants till like maybe 8 years ago when I started my social service agency, maybe. But before then, it was all about contracts.
That's what's up.
So I'm like, it doesn't, so people, grants are great, but come on, guys, it's a lot of corporations out here that will give you contracts, if you provide the services. And I say to people with nonprofits, okay, don't get it. It's called nonprofit for a reason. Okay, nonprofit means you're not in it to make a profit. Can we say that again? Nonprofit means you're not starting this establishment to make a profit. So this is not for you to live on.
Exactly. People get them. People need to understand that.
If you think that you're going to get up there like United Way or NAACP or all these organizations been getting grant money forever, like right now, oh, you can forget that. And on top of that, you have got to be in compliance with these grants.
That's right.
If you go lying on that application, and especially now people using AI, if you go lying on that application and telling these people with that grant that you can do the work and you have the capacity and you do not have the capacity to complete that, they can make you pay them back all that money.
That's right.
So you better be careful saying, I want nonprofit, but I don't have the capacity to really, do the work.
Don't do it.
It's a lot of work.
Right. It surely is.
A nonprofit business is a lot of work. I had no income coming into my social service agency. It was just my money and the money my husband would give from work.
Right.
Okay. I mean, we had no grants. And one of my clients, I got my first grant. This is how I got my first grant. DHS called me, blew my phone up, this lady from DHS. blew it up. And I was like, what does she want? I'm asking my assistant because I'm so packed full of clients, with workforce development, getting housing for the homeless. I mean, we were seeing approximately 400 people a month in my office on the west side in Garfield Park. And
Hmm.
the phone ringing off the hook because everybody hearing what? Siri getting people jobs, Siri getting people housing. Oh, I'm getting people out of housing. We got about 100 people out of one shelter in one day and put them in permanent housing.
Mm.
That's the favor of God.
That's the
Okay.
favor of God. Yes,
People,
Lord.
so word travels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I got my first contract by word of mouth. One of my clients was seeing somebody with
Mm-hmm.
DHS and was telling the person there, you need to see Siri. You need to see Miss Siri. You need to see Miss Siri. And just call her. And she called and said, I need to meet you because this man won't stop talking about you. And I'm like, okay, well, you coming to the office? Because I am swamped, right?
Exactly.
And when she came over to my office, she saw all those people, and she's first thing she said was, "Oh my God, who's paying for this?" And I'm like, "Nobody, me."
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Me,
Mm-hmm.
my little money I made, and
Yeah.
she just was like so amazed and blown away of the dedication and how my clients, even though I was not getting a dime to
Yeah.
serve them, I was still serving them in excellence.
Yep.
Okay. I served them because I love them.
Love what you do.
All
Yes.
right. I love
Love.
them. I wanted to see them
Yeah.
do better in their lives, whether they was locked up for 30 years, whether they've been homeless for whatever. I didn't judge and I still don't judge anybody. Okay, so from there, that's how I got my first contract. One of my clients, word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so not my contract, my first grant, and so it's important just for you all to realize that when you have a nonprofit, it's a nonprofit for a reason. So you have to know that this is what you're doing from your heart.
Yeah.
And if you need to get some quick revenue, well, you're gonna have to get, maybe get a job, because I worked a part-time job like 2-3 days a week. I was helping another organization with their nonprofit. I think it was 2 or 3 days, and what I won't say it was a job because I didn't work for them, but it was like consulting,
Mhm.
but it still put a little money in my pocket to help me pay my rent at my facility and things like that, you
Right.
know, and serve my clients. So think about that. When you have a nonprofit, if you need revenue right now, you have to
Just
hold down some type of
gotta hold
contract or job.
that. You gotta hold on. And that's what I tell people all the time. Don't do the business if that's what you not, if you're not that's what you're not happy to do. If you're gonna do something like this, what we doing, you have to like what you're doing. And
You have to.
I love helping people. I love
You have
helping
to love
homeless.
it.
I
You
love
know,
to do what I do. I love
yes, yes.
book
You
bags and clothes and different things.
Yeah.
Love
It's
that.
wonderful seeing the smiles on those kids' face when you're
Oh
giving
yeah.
out toys
Get
and
them
and
toys.
you're feeding
Yes.
people. You have that means you have a heart for giving.
Yeah.
So, and everybody's not called to do this type of work, but
No.
those that are, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So definitely, I commend people that want to certainly be in the nonprofit space because we don't have enough organizations and enough people taking up that space for sure. So I want to thank you all. I do have a comment. Thank you so much, Antoinette, for joining me again on a pop in sip and chat with Siri and sharing your wonderful business driven to inspire .org, getting the youth where they need to go safely. Okay, and then giving to the community, giving to the homeless, giving to the kids. You all are doing so much, and I'm excited to see you grow and to use our resources to help you get there here in 2026.
Give
It's
God the
going to be,
glory. This God. This ain't nothing but
yes, it is. It's God to the glory of God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I want to bring up one of our comments here. We have Miss Kimbria. Okay, let's see. This is a long. You know what? I'm gonna hide that and I'm gonna read it first.
yeah.
Uh, Thank you so much, dear heart. She said, hello, my name is Cambria Young. I'm the executive director of Season 2 SOAR, a nonprofit that provides leadership. So you should have came on camera to say
Mhm.
all this. She says she provides leadership, where is it? 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 Okay, that provides leadership development to youth and a wide variety of other initiatives to uplift the community. So she is season to soar, SOAR.com, season to soar.com. I'm going to put her message up here so you guys can see it there. Antoinette, thank you again for joining us.
You're
Happy New Year
welcome.
to you. We look forward to working with you guys in this new year. And we
Hmm.
know you got some great things happening. And yeah, I'll see you as soon as we get off vacation. You don't want vacation till the 15th, right? But I'm up here doing these pop-ins.
Okay.
So but I'm on vacation till the 15th. And we've got our New Year's celebration
Uh
uh,
huh.
that is coming up on January 16th, where we're all going to meet up in at we're going to meet up at Kitchens and Cocktails
Okay.
downtown Chicago and everything. So yeah, so you guys should have gotten all that information in the newsletter, but if not, you will get it. Well, no, check your email because I know it was sent. It was all sent out. All the different events. We even have our Martin Luther King lunch coming up, prayer lunch coming up, and just a host of different events coming up here with the chamber for in this new year, and activities. And then
Okay.
working, of course, working with you guys one on one to really get you going. So, and right now, I know I still owe your husband some links. I know links to uh, different organizations, different pages. I told him I'm gonna send you a link to this. I'm gonna send you a link to this. I'm talking
Oh,
like
he sure be looking like she gonna
you're
send me the link. Pastor, you sure
she's
be.
been like, she's been like, and I told my husband, I said, I am so bad. But and I've been doing this for years. When December 15th comes around, I totally go into vacation mode. And it's like that's the time frame that I feel that God gave me that whole month. And
That's
I've been
right.
doing this for years, years. Even when,
Uh
my staff, I had 22 people on my staff. I
huh.
shut it down. We're done for a month. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I'm
That's
gonna
right. You need
for
that.
a whole month, and because I need that time to
That's right.
really, it's like my sabbatical, I guess you want to call it. But I got to get before God. I have to pray. I have to relax. I have to just really, what do you call that? What's that word? I don't know. What does the batter do? Recharge.
Recuperate. What's the yeah,
Recharge,
recuperate, recharge is right.
because I didn't realize I accomplished so much. Creating a book and doing this in the chamber and doing this and starting my advertising marketplace. All these other different. It was so much being done. Boom, 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 boom. Like the Energizer Bunny, and
Hmm.
making sure the chamber, members, kind of connect with folks. I mean, I connected people like crazy this year. We connected folks. We connected a young lady with the procurement director out in Aurora for the city of Aurora
Hmm.
to get business out there. Gentleman worked for that works for an insurance company, big insurance company. I'm not going to give the name, but big insurance company. They were able to connect with the mayor of Waukegan, mayor of Libertyville, and got
Hmm.
contracts there. So we have truly matchmaked and connected our chamber members, helping to scale their businesses here in 2025. And it's only getting better. It's getting better. God is opening up more doors. We're meeting more people, and we're going to be able to connect our members with more and more people that they're targeting, and
Uh-huh.
and that's what we're about. We're about connecting. We and so on. So we this is a new era for us. We have restructured the chamber, and so people will be seeing those announcements on our social media and on our website, and you guys
Hmm.
will get that too as members. But we are totally restructuring the chamber because we, the level. of what we're about to do with everyone is going to just a whole nother plateau. Okay,
Right.
so we are serious about creating millionaires, multimillionaires within the chamber. We are serious about that, and so we now, to help us accomplish that, and help more businesses, we truly we had to restructure some things. So, but it's exciting though. It's exciting.
Right.
It's exciting. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So again, thank you so much for coming on here. We really appreciate you
You're welcome.
coming. I'm going to play a little bit, few more songs. Then I'm going to head on out of here because I'm always over my time. I'm supposed to only be here for an hour, right? But I'm always staying on like an hour and a half. So I
Yeah.
think I'm going to start making it an hour and a half. But I really do appreciate you. And I really hope that other people, business owners and professionals that are watching us, that you guys come on and take advantage of these pop-ins. Okay. I've got another one. Let me see here. He says, "Hi Siri, this is Ali." Oh, okay. This is one of our chamber members. He's popped in here. Can you see me or hear me? I cannot see you or hear you. If you want to pop in on camera, you have to use the link. It's a StreamYard link. Let me see. It's a StreamYard link. You have to use that. Okay. All right. So again, thank you again to Driven to Inspire. But yeah, I can't see you or hear you, Ali. So are you trying to get on? There should be a link. If you can go on our website too, okay, and pull the link to get on. It'll start with StreamYard, okay? So you can pull that link, go on our website, ilbcoc.org, and yeah, and click on that, and that'll put you in the backstage of the show, and then I will see you and then bring you on. Uh-oh, what is that? Wait. Okay. So yeah, so I hope so. I'm gonna give you a few more minutes here, Ali, to, let me see, I can respond to you, just to you. Well, let me just respond to you. Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit more time to try to come on if you want to come on. If not, we'll you'll be coming on very soon anyway, because we'll be interviewing all of our chamber members, or those that want to be interviewed, not all of them, but those that desire to be interviewed on the Sip and Chat with Siri podcast. And pretty soon we hopefully will be, well, I'm not going to put it out there where we're going to be, okay, because I know that, I got people that love me, but I got a few haters too. So, but nevertheless, we'll just wait until it's done, and then we'll make the announcement as to, where else you can see our podcast, okay? And we're going to be adding in our commercials. We haven't done any of that this time because this is really about you. This is about, you popping in and shouting out your company and telling us the good things that you doing for the new year, and your vision that you have, and what you wanted to accomplish, what you did for New Year's, and just kind of spreading some New Year cheer and love, you know, and telling us, of course, what you're sipping on. Okay, I'm sipping. I hope you're sipping too. Okay, we got the sip. Can't come on sip and chat. You got to sip. Okay, I had gave a pass to Antoinette. Okay, because she can't be sipping on nothing but some juice, water, something. But you definitely have to let us know what you're sipping on. Okay. So, all right. So I love you guys. I know everybody had a wonderful New Year's. I know you did. I tell you. But I got, it was so exciting to see last night. We had the first um we were the first time on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. It had never been done in Chicago, with us being the third largest city, right? Never been done, never been viewed for New Year's Eve. And last night, Chance the Rapper did a great job. Great job. Hopefully, I'll be able to get him on Sip and Chat with Siri one day too. So, but he did a great job. Wonderful young man, so talented. Just such a great role model for our young people coming up. And he's self-determined, but yet he doesn't forget others. He doesn't forget his family and community and so on. So just all around, definitely exemplifying the principles in Kwanzaa. So I'm very proud of him, and he did a great job hosting our first New Year's Rockin' Eve in Chicago. It was really nice. It was great to see the what do you call it, the fireworks coming up off our river there. And it always looks like we've got 3 or 4 rivers, right? Because of the bridges. It's really cool how Chicago is laid out. We just got a beautiful city. We have a beautiful city. And we really do. We really do. And we have to get back to showing the beauty of our city. We really do. We've been having so much negative, publicity over the years. It didn't just start. It's been years, of negative publicity. But we have a beautiful city. So we want to thank those folks with ABC and Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve for allowing Chicago to be part of that. And if you guys got a comment about that, if you saw it, definitely say something in the comments before I get out of here. I think I'm going to be heading out of here in another 2 minutes. So, put something in the comments or just come back to the show. This show will be airing every Thursday at 7 p.m. Every Thursday at 7 p.m. So grab your favorite beverage that you want to sip on and join me here on the Sip and Chat with Siri. So you'll be meeting our guests, and we'll be having great conversation. I'm a music person, so you'll probably hear some music like this right here. I'm an old school stepper. What can I say? Chicago, Chi-Town, West Side, old school stepper. All those, I'm telling my age, all those who stepped at King's Club way back when. I love having fun, guys. I don't just work, make money, help people, love my Lord. I love having fun too. And I hope this year that you guys add more laughter in your life. You add more fun, you add more leisure. Life is too short to be worried, too short to be angry, too short to hate, hold a grudge. It's too short. Have more fun, smile more, laugh more, love more. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It'll keep you looking young, beautiful. And you don't let the pressures of life get to you. No matter who hurts you, no matter who steals from you, no matter what they say about you, it doesn't matter. What matters is what God say about you. And He say you're beautiful. I say you're beautiful. Bring more fun in your life. I do. Yes, I'm a stepper. Yes, I'm a stepper. I gotta admit. And I'll always love you for who you are. See, I don't blame you for running. I've never seen the dark places you've been. So please, let you guys hear this. Get your new year started. Go to work tomorrow. Start your day if you don't start till next week. Start it off loving on people. Start it off having fun. Put more leisure in your life. More leisure in your life. Tell your family you love them. Sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, people that you see. Tell them you love them. Life is too short for anything else. It's Chi-Town, baby. Love you for who you are. I know we had to just grow apart. Come on, Siri, sit the chat. We have fun over here. You're going to get great information, but you're going to get a lot of fun too. I love you for who you are. Okay? So I want you all to remember that. Take that with you into this new year, 2026. Take it with you, darling. Take it with you. So I'm going to give you some closing remarks. I'm going to sign off. I want you to know that you are valuable. You are capable. You are a jewel. Happy New Year, and thank you for joining me on the Sip and Chat with Siri. I love you all.